Well, good morning and a chilly, chilly, chilly morning. Today is Dish with D. Today's Denise's birthday, so Dish with D. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear D. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. I'm back. It's been a while. Not for you, but for me. I was on the phone for a little bit. I was talking to my sister Mary. Anyway, we have anniversaries today, too. Today is Robin and Terry McMillan's 34th anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. I hope you have a great anniversary, but it's also Chris and Isabella Waugh is their 12th anniversary today. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope all four of you have a great anniversary. And Dee, I hope you have a great, great birthday today. You can see how breezy it is today. And look at a long sleeve shirt. But I still have shorts on. See? I don't know if you can see. Shorts. Yeah, you don't need to see that. That's quite the angle, isn't it? Quite the angle. It's 66. Supposed to get up to 72 today. When we had all that heat last week, it was like, but you know, I prefer the heat. Not 100. I know some of you have been telling me that it's like 100, 104, 106. No. I like it like in the low 80s. Maybe even the high 80s. It's the humidity. The humidity that gets me every single time. But then, see, because it's chilly, I'm reading the book, The Frozen River. And let me tell you, I thoroughly am enjoying this book. I'm almost done. I will finish this book today. I know that. It's an excellent book. I still like the one I just read better. But, geez, I can't even remember the name of it. Come and gone. Come and gone. See, once I don't think it's important to keep in my memory, you know, because I remember so much stuff. So things that I don't find that important, I let them escape. Go away. I don't need you bundling up my brain. So, I'm still playing that game Stop with, I'm playing it with Joan and 3 other people. And, it's hard. I get very agitated. I get so agitated. One of the questions is, name a city in Michigan, or name a city, a big city. And I put Mackinac. And they don't accept my spelling of Mackinac, which is the correct spelling. If you're from Michigan, you know it's the correct spelling. So I've used it 3 times, and all 3 times I've reported it that it was a valid answer. So now I don't use it anymore. I use Muskegon or Marquette. Those are the 2 I use now, because I should know my own state's own things. And then another one that I didn't agree with, it was the name of reality show, and I watch Food Stars with Gordon Ramsay all the time, and it's a competition show, and it's a reality show as far as I'm concerned, but they don't accept that answer either. So I get agitated when I know that answer was right. And then, you know, like your brain just kind of stops. It does. That's why it's called Stop. It's a very hard game. You have like 5 categories, and you spin a wheel, and you have to guess things that in that from each category, whatever that letter was. You think it's easy. You think it's real quick. Name a piece of clothing that starts with the letter I. Ice skates. I know that now, but I couldn't think of it when it came up. So now it's engraved in my brain. I have countries that I remember from the Olympics that I'm thinking, well, I can't wait till that letter comes up because I'm going to play that country and I'm going to get bonus points. Never comes up. I get agitated. Not enough to make me quit. I'd like anything that's going to keep my brain sharp. So once again, I probably got a lot of useless stuff in there. I'm waiting for the game so I can use this useless information, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. But so I'm going to sit outside here and I'm going to read. I did watch yesterday, which was an old movie, because it got so cold out here yesterday that I went in the house to watch TV, and I watched Zodiac from 2007 with Jake Gyllenhaal. There was a lot of big names in there before they came big. That was a good movie. I know I've seen it before, but I didn't remember it, so it was good watching that. Robert Downey Jr., which is not one of my favorite actors, but Yeah, he was in that too. And then what else did I watch? Oh, I finished up Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds, but I wonder why Penelope, they had her wearing such awful, awful clothing on her this year. Way too young for her, first of all. Way too tight, another thing. And so inappropriate. I know that she's like a wacky character. I know that. But I just think that they could have had her. I mean, I love that all of her glasses. Have you noticed my glasses? I always switch my glasses. My glasses, my watch band, and my shoes always match. So, but, and I love that she's always got a different pair of glasses. So, I mean, they could make her look wacky, you know, like she's a free spirit. Her character is a free spirit. And I guess that she really doesn't care, but I wonder her as a person, if that bothers her, because I wouldn't want to be seen in the clothes she's been seen in. They look awful. And I didn't like how, I mean, it's Criminal Minds, and so it's going to be dark. I know that. But, I mean, I thought it was a little too dark this time. But I did watch all of that. And then what else did I watch? I thought I watched something else. Once again, must not have been important, so I let it get out of my brain. No, that was the Zodiac was 2 hours. The Criminal Minds was 2 hours by the time I caught up with them. Yeah, I think that was it. I just watched that, and then I read the rest of the day. And then talked to Mary this morning. She's doing well. She's still fighting with the insurance company. I'm thinking that she told me that they were going to waive her deductible, but that's what Don said. But Mary said no, so I don't know. I'm going to go with Mary because Don's kind of flaky sometimes on that. So, as she's decided now to stay in the apartment, she realizes that after she has her surgery, her other house is really old. I think it was built in the 40s or the 50s, and so the door walls are not wide enough for wheelchairs. And when she first gets home, she'll probably be in a wheelchair, and so she wouldn't be able to maneuver in the house. And so, and then she has a hard time with the walker even getting in the door walls. She can get in them, but it's like it's a tight fit because the door walls are really small. So she's decided to put her house up for sale, stay in the, she's not in assisted living, she's in senior living. But if she needed assisted living, she'd go into the other building, and she'd have first choice when availability became, when an apartment became available. But where she's at, they have medical care if she needs it. So she's decided just to stay there, and if she doesn't feel like she needs medical care afterwards, then she's going to just go into a regular apartment, which would be cheaper. But for now, she said that's where she's going to stay. And then the house. Then she had the thing with the house. And the thing is, she just had a new roof put on maybe 3 years ago, so she doesn't really need a new roof. So, but, so I think she's going to need a fence, because I think it fell on her fence too. What I don't understand is they cut the power off to the house right away, but then they turned the power back on, but they left the lines laying on the ground, which is not safe if somebody goes into her yard. So she's got to call, she called DTE this morning to let them know about that. And Denise is just staying around the house today. She's not doing much. Jim's just watching the Olympics. I think today's the closing ceremonies. Hopefully they don't offend anybody with the closing ceremonies like they offended everybody with the opening ceremonies. And then I feel bad for the Jordan Childs, I think, has got to give back her bronze, which in a way I think that they should have just given it to the Romanian girl in the first place. But then I understand the rules and stuff, so I'm thinking at this point, why don't they just give them both the bronze medal? It's just like a 1/10 of a point difference, but I know it's like giving them participation award, I guess. Kind of like the guy that tied for the gold and rather go for the gold decided to do a jump off, and they ended up with the silver. He said that getting the silver meant more than tying with the gold. At least you'd be in the book and people would remember you a little bit more. So this is a new week. Jim and I have decided that we're going to start going back to the gym tomorrow. We're just sitting around too much. The two of us are just sitting around too much. And the days are melding together, and sometimes it's kind of hard to remember what day of the week it is. I'll be glad when all my fall shows come back, because it's sad to say, a lot of times that's how I decide what day of the week it is. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's time for our Survivor, or it's Thursday. It's all our Chicagos, you know, all the silly stuff that keeps me on track. But And especially when the winter comes in, I'm going to be trapped inside the house. It's like, but it has been nice sleeping with my windows open. And then what I don't like is this rosacea is getting worse. And then I've noticed a new, part of getting old, but a new wrinkle. I got one over here going. You know, I don't mind getting old. I just don't think that, I don't think you should fall apart as you're getting old. Like, you know, why can't you reach a certain age and that's your best athletic ability and that's the best you're going to be your whole life, and then just stay like that the rest of your life until it's time for you to go. And then, because God calls you when he's ready. So you could be the healthiest person on earth and God can call you tomorrow. So you don't know. In a perfect world. Well, when I get there, it'll be a perfect world. I'm not ready to leave this one yet. So, but I want to get back making better decisions. I did weigh myself on last Monday, because I told you I only weigh myself once a week. And then I checked to see when I quit Weight Watchers, because I remember I told you I was going to decide on my birthday whether or not I was going to quit or not, or rejoin. And I weigh exactly the same. Not a pound, not even a tenth of a pound more or a tenth of a pound less. I weigh exactly the same. Really isn't a big accomplishment, because I would have liked to have lost, but then it's really an accomplishment because I haven't gained. So is it really an accomplishment? I kind of think in a way, somewhat, with my attitude that I've had this summer, it is an accomplishment. But I do want to lose weight. Although I know I'm not going to go back to Weight Watchers. I'm pretty much decided on that. But I want to, on my Facebook page, I don't know if you remember, I told you that the leader that I really liked, her name was Sue. They kind of like unceremoniously kicked her out. Yeah, because she expressed opinions against WW, which I understand. If you work for a company, you kind of got to go along with their guidelines and stuff. But I liked her because she was honest and she was saying about what things she didn't like about the company. And so they kind of gave her the boot. But I still follow her on Facebook, and she is a registered nurse. She's a surgical nurse, actually, and she's been with Weight Watchers, I think she said, for 20 years. And she's kept her weight off for like 17, I think, or something like that. She's been very accomplished. But anyway, she's thinking of starting her own weight group. So she asked if anybody would be interested in it, and I said I would definitely be interested in it. So if she starts something up, I'll probably join her, because she lives in the area, so I could drive to her. And hopefully it wouldn't be too late at night when it wouldn't be too dark. And if she lived in the area, I know Jim would drive me and come back and pick me up. I know that. Jim's a good guy. He would do that for me. I know that. So I'm thinking about that for my birthday. I'm trying to think what I want for my birthday. I always ask for Starbucks gift cards, because I love Starbucks refresher drinks. I don't like coffee, but I like the tea and I like the refresher drinks. But I don't like spending $5 and $6 for a drink, so I always ask for gift cards. Then I don't feel like I'm spending that much money on a drink. And then I'm a little bit more generous. Like the other day I bought Sophia something. I think she had a strawberry frappuccino. But I think I'm going to ask to have my car detailed. I mean, it's an old car. It's 14 years old. But when I brought Mary's dog to the vet more than once, I have dog hair everywhere in my car. And it just needs a really good cleaning. So I think for my birthday, I'm going to ask for my car to be detailed. Maybe I can ask to get my body detailed. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if you just went like through a car wash and you came out fat? You went in fat and you came out skinny. Oh, I must have had a bird hatch. Let me turn you around. There's a baby bird egg. I don't remember hearing any birds being born, but that kind of looks like a little eggshell, and I didn't have eggs out here. And if I did, I wouldn't have peeled it like that. Sure looks like a little baby egg. Hopefully the bird's fine. Hopefully it wasn't some hawk or something that got that. Oh, change the subject. I don't want to think that. I know it's the way of nature. It's the way of the world. I understand, but. So we have my Zoom call, I think, at 4 o'clock, because I can't remember if Lynn said she was going to her cottage or her cabin. Because I think when she goes to the cabin, they can go into town and get the internet. Here's what the cat, one of the two. But I'm going to get on there just in case. I want to see how, well, Paul, I told you Paul and Kathy didn't come because Paul tested, he thought he had bronchitis, and he went there and they found it to the hospital, and they found out he had pneumonia and COVID. And then 2 days later, Kathy called us to tell us that she had COVID, which is not surprising. They both live in the same house. They sleep in the same bed. So they didn't come. So we'll see how they're doing. I'll at least check in with them. And then just get back to making smarter choices this week. Yeah, that's a good plan, isn't it? So, okay, that's going to do it. I'm going to just sit back here, even though it's chilly. I'm going to stay outside. I told you I stay outside as long as I can. Even if it's middle of November, if it's still like in the 50s, I'm out here wrapped up in a blanket. Just enjoying the outside weather. Sleeping with my windows open. Oh, fresh air, fresh breeze. I love it. Although my house gets dustier, but it's a small price to pay. I don't have a problem with that. So, okay, let's chat again tomorrow when I get my weigh-in and see how I did this past week. I had company. I ate way differently than I normally do, so hoping the scale's not too bad to me, but we'll see. So let's go and enjoy the rest of the day. So talk to you guys tomorrow.